Get up out your bed, go ahead and grab your coffee. Let's see what's ahead. Just turn on your TV, sports and entertainment. You know we get it right. All the things you need to live this college life. So wake up with you and Dave. Wake up with you and Dave.
Hello everyone, welcome to Good Day UNA. I'm Kelsey White.
I'm Erin McAllister, and this production is brought to you by the National Broadcasting Society.
Thank you all for joining us today. We are going to try not to depress you, but these things are really happening in the world, and number one is the Malaysian airplane.
Yes, there's a lot going on with that still. I mean, CNN continues to just report on that. It's crazy. I can't believe that they still haven't found it.
I know. CBS released one day ago that they actually, the sign-off, they originally said it was all right, good night, which isn't what they're supposed to say. It sounded kind of fishy.
Yeah.
But now they're saying that they actually said, good night, Malaysian 370, which is what they're supposed to say.
I gotcha.
Which is not really that different, but I guess in pilot terms it is.
Where they would have issues with that.
Yeah, but a lot of people are speculating conspiracy theory,
Oh, yeah.
just technical things. What do you think?
I mean, there's all kinds of issues with it, especially there were like 2 passengers, I think, who had false passports.
Yes.
I didn't know. That sounded suspicious to me, but they never really backed that one up.
They kind of let that drop off.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
They kind of just pushed that one out of the way, but, you know.
But they're looking for the black box, which all
Yes.
airplanes have, which has all the signals and everything that they've
Right.
said, everything that's transpired. And they're looking for that, but it only pings, that's what they say, it only pings off a signal for so long.
Right.
So
then,
they're on a
I
deadline
guess if
here.
it's under the water, what are they going to do?
I know. And
Yeah.
these people, 239 passengers
Can you believe that?
from all over.
Yeah. I mean, there were people from the States, people from Europe. I know there were a lot of famous artists on the plane, too, which was
Infants.
crazy to me. Yeah,
Babies,
infants,
that's
too.
what gets me for sure.
That's the saddest
The
part of it.
BBC said 10 planes and 9 ships are currently looking for it.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
And you think with all that they'd be able to find it, but I guess if it's so far down in the ocean, it's going to take a while.
And even some Hollywood people, some producers, directors, Peter Jackson of the Lord of the Rings franchise has lent out his private plane
Wow.
for them to look for it.
Well, that was generous of him.
Yeah. Well, if you have it, do
Yeah,
it,
if
you
you
know.
got it. Put it to
I mean,
use.
I wish I could. That's what I feel when I'm sitting here. I'm like, I can just see this on the news, you know. I wish I could actually do something.
Right.
I wish I could be that one that runs in and says, I saw it.
Yeah.
I know where it is.
Speaking of that, I think it was Courtney Love posted some article about where she thought that she had found it. I think this was a couple weeks back, actually, but she posted on a blog where she was looking through like a Google satellite, and she thought that she saw debris in the water over some ocean, and so she's contacting officials saying, I think I found the plane, and no one really took it seriously, but
Yeah.
hey, what if she was the one?
It's going to be something crazy if she was actually right. They'll
She
think
was the
twice
one.
maybe about Courtney Love.
Right.
But it went missing March 8th. And that's just, it's so sad. It's so
It doesn't
sad.
seem like it was that long ago now. But
No, but it's been a while.
yeah.
And they're even saying that they don't think the mystery will be solved.
Probably not. I've heard different stories where things like this have happened, and it's taken even up to 2 years to find planes that have been found, and they actually know where it landed. So if it takes
Right.
that long for something like that, then there's no telling how long it'll take for this.
I think the only good thing that could come out of this is more flight safety. Like tracking them, where are they? Because this plane
Yeah.
supposedly took a turn that it wasn't supposed to take, which
Right.
is creepy. The co-pilot apparently didn't have a lot of flight hours and kind of shady past, I guess,
a
is what
little
they were kind of
sketchy.
saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we won't know until, I just hope these
Yeah.
families can get some closure.
I do too. And hopefully, like you said, for the future, just maybe better tracking systems, just better signals, everything.
Right.
Better technology could probably come from this. So,
Right.
you know, we'll see how it goes, I guess. And then maybe we'll hear about it soon.
I
I
hope.
don't know.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Everybody pray.
Well, on to another topic. The Fort Hood shooting has been the big talk lately. That
Yes.
happened, I think, April 2nd, and a military soldier working at Fort Hood actually shot at 2 buildings, and he ended up injuring 16 people and killing 4, and he also shot himself in the end, which the whole situation just sounded so crazy, but I think a lot of it had to do with some mental issues with him.
Yeah.
So,
Are they saying like PTSD,
right.
post-traumatic
Yeah, yeah. It could be a number of things, and I'm sure that they ran through thoughts of like terrorism and just
Right.
acts against the country, things like that. But you know, in the end, I think this soldier actually served in Iraq a few years ago, and I'm sure he has a lot of mental, or had a lot of mental issues going on after
People
that.
don't really think about that just on a regular basis. Like, what do they go through? You know, we think, oh,
Right.
they went over there to fight for their country. They signed up, they did it. But you don't think about how it affects their mind.
Right.
Think about how it affects them physically most of
Right.
the time. My cousin actually got back from Afghanistan, and even him, like loud noises, if popping noises, it's like everything
Wow.
is a gun, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
And
even
it's-
if it's just little things like that, I mean, there's no telling what he was going through.
Yeah. So I think before we, we're quick to say, oh, he's crazy, he's insane, they have to look into things like that.
Yeah, yeah.
And figure out, I mean, it doesn't change what happened, but maybe we're talking about good things coming out of it. Maybe it'll help them do more research into that
right,
and
right.
what it does to them.
Definitely. Do more neurological research, all kinds of things like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then they said that there wasn't really a reason behind the shooting, so to me that points out mental issues. I mean, if there wasn't really a reason for him to do it, then I think that he was struggling.
He had his own reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
But all in all, I'm just so sad for the families of those soldiers and just for everyone dealing with that right now. But I'm glad that they're clearing that up.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
figuring it
it
out.
brings light to it. We really need to realize these things that are happening around us. You know, we get so wrapped up in everything that we're doing, but these things are real.
Yeah.
People feel these things, and that happens. I don't know what else to say about it. But
Yeah, yeah. It's crazy, but at least it's being resolved now, and hopefully things will get back to normal.
Well, I might be able to make people feel a little better, maybe,
Oh.
with some lighthearted stuff. We are nearing finals, about 3 weeks here at UNA. Yes, about 3 weeks. And for me, I know one of the main things that gets me through anything is music.
Yes.
I'm like,
I'm right there with you.
I've got to have my music.
Yep.
If I'm studying, there's music on. If I'm running, there's
Oh,
music
yeah.
on. I mean, you name it.
It's such a stress reliever.
Yeah.
Especially for me doing homework, doing anything. I can just pop on some music, I feel so much better.
So I was thinking, iTunes just wrapped up their music festival.
Right. Yeah.
And if you have iTunes, if you don't download it, you need it. You can go on there and you can watch the performances. You can, the new albums that were released. I know MKTO has one out. Christina Perri has a new one out. Keith Urban. It's different genres for everybody, so it's not just one thing.
Out right now.
Yeah. So if you need to relax, calm down, pump yourself up, go for that.
Check
And
it
they
out.
also ranked the top websites for music videos.
Really?
YouTube,
Yeah.
obviously.
yeah, of
Get your
course.
YouTube fix. Everybody's got to have it.
Got to.
Vimeo, Vivo. You ever watch Vivo?
Yes, Vivo, that's actually my go-to when
Yes.
I go on YouTube and look at music videos.
Yep.
Yep,
There's one
they're
called
really
Muzu.
reliable. Huh,
I've never heard of
that one.
Me
no.
either.
Yeah. Well,
And-
we'll probably hear more about that soon.
Muzu and Music Video Genome are the tops.
All right. Well, there's
Yes.
plenty of options out there then.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I would go. I mean, on iTunes, people are like, I don't want to go to iTunes because I have to pay for music.
Right.
Well, would you rather pay $1.29 here or go to jail later? That's my thing.
There you go. That's the catch.
Because I have known people that have been
Oh, yeah.
taken out of their homes.
Oh, yeah.
Not in
You
a
know-
crazy dramatic way. They didn't beat them up, but they did question them.
Yeah, as you should. And, you always want to support the artists that you listen to.
Right.
I think, go on there, pay a couple bucks,
Right.
and they can keep doing what they do to make you happy.
Do it to
So,
it. Yes, it's a win-win. It's a
yeah,
cycle.
it is a cycle.
Also, for Disney-crazed people like me and sing-alongs,
Yes,
are you that way?
Exactly.
Okay.
Just watched Frozen last night again.
Oh, that's what I'm going to talk about. We're admitting it on live public television. We're obsessed with Frozen. And the Frozen soundtrack is
Can't
out.
get enough of that Olaf. Oh, man.
So if Olaf makes you take your finals better, go get it.
Yes.
I tell you. Even guys, don't be ashamed.
Just
It
that whole
happens.
week, go watch Frozen. You'll
Yeah.
feel so much better.
You will. You'll feel, after hearing the first news that we gave you, you will feel like the world is a better place after watching
will.
something like
You will.
Frozen. For sure.
Just, warm your heart.
But yeah.
Anyway, thanks so much for joining us today, and make sure to follow us on Twitter and like our Facebook page. I'm Erin McAllister.
And I'm Kelsey White, and this has been Good Day UNA.
When you wake up and wanna know what's going on, Good Day UNA
We'll tell you what's in store.
we want you to know about this college life. And that's the only thing that's right.